Richie Mo'unga, the talented fly half we all admire, has made a significant choice regarding his future with New Zealand rugby. After the 2023 Rugby World Cup, he signed with the Toshiba Brave Lupus in Japan for 18 months, extending through to the end of 2027. While many fans were hoping to see him back in the All Blacks sooner, he recently turned down a long-term contract offer from New Zealand Rugby that would have allowed for a quicker return to the national team. This decision raises a few eyebrows, doesn't it? Mark Robinson, the CEO of New Zealand Rugby, expressed that while they had a conversation with Mo'unga about committing for a longer period, ultimately, the decision was his. While it's great to know that he's dedicated to returning to the All Blacks, it's a little disappointing that he chose not to take the path that would have had him back on the field with the team earlier. Fans, what do you think? Would you have preferred he accepted the longer contract? Mo'unga's agent shared that he is eager to get back into the All Black setup as soon as possible, which is promising. However, with the allure of big bucks from the R360 Rebel League making waves in rugby, it's clear that players are weighing their options carefully. It's fascinating and a bit concerning to see how the rugby landscape is shifting, especially with reports of other players turning down massive offers to stay loyal to their roots. And let's not forget that our All Black squad is currently navigating an injury crisis, which could affect our chances in upcoming matches. It's a tough spot for Scott Robertson and the coaching staff, who will step up as the last man standing. It's moments like these that really test the depth and resilience of a team. What are your thoughts on the current squad? Are there any players you think could shine in this challenging period? As we look ahead, it's crucial for fans to stay engaged and support our boys. Let's rally together. Comment below with your thoughts about Richie Mo'unga's decision and how you feel about the All Blacks' future. And don't forget to include your city. Go All Blacks! Cody Taylor, the All Blacks hooker, has recently found himself in the spotlight as he stands firm against tough competition, including a notable tackle from Springbok center Damian Dayende. As we gear up for the 2025 Rugby Championship and the Pacific Nations Cup, it's time to take a closer look at how the All Blacks are faring in the World Rugby Rankings. This year, the rankings matter more than ever with the upcoming draw for the 2027 Rugby World Cup on the horizon. This tournament is set to be quite different, featuring 24 teams instead of the previous 20, and will implement a new format that includes 6 pools of 4 teams, plus a round of 16 before the quarterfinals. With this in mind, every match counts, and the All Blacks need to keep their performance at the top level. Currently, the All Blacks sit just behind South Africa in the rankings, which is great, but also means there is little room for error. The Rugby Championship will be a critical battleground for both teams, and it will be intriguing to see what strategies the All Blacks employ to maintain or improve their standing. As we look ahead, victories over teams like Australia and Argentina could help bolster our position, but it won't be an easy task. Speaking of Argentina, they are also entering the Rugby Championship looking to make their mark. With South Africa and New Zealand as the top 2 ranked nations, the pressure will be on both teams to perform. It's a blessing for us All Blacks fans to see our team consistently at the top, but we also know the competition is fierce. What do you think about our chances in the upcoming matches? Go All Blacks in the comments. Meanwhile, the Pacific Nations Cup is shaping up to be another exciting tournament, with teams like Fiji and Japan already securing their spots for the World Cup. It's fascinating to see how this competition can influence the rankings and potentially impact our seeding in the World Cup draw. As fans, we should keep an eye on how the All Blacks and other teams perform in this arena. In the end, as we continue to support our All Blacks, it's essential to remember how dynamic the world of rugby can be. Every match is a new opportunity, and with the level of talent in the squad, we can remain hopeful for a successful campaign. What are your thoughts on the All Blacks' performance lately? Which city are you cheering from? And how do you see us faring in the upcoming tournaments? Let's hear your opinions in the comments. Leicester Fainga'anuku made quite the splash upon his return to New Zealand rugby, scoring 2 tries in Tasman's impressive 49-17 victory over Vanuatu. After a stint with Toulon in France, Fainga'anuku celebrated his return by showcasing his skills in front of home fans in Nelson. Tries in the first half hour not only highlighted his talent, but also sent a strong message to All Blacks coach Scott Robertson about his readiness to contribute at the highest level. Now, let's talk about Leicester's performance. His first try came after he exploited some weak defense on the fringe of the ruck, showcasing his awareness and instinct. Just a few minutes later, he capitalized on a mistake by the Turbos, demonstrating his speed, agility, and powerful fin to score again. It's evidence of the kind of player he's become during his time in France. He looked sharp, and it begs the question, could we see him in the black jersey again soon? However, there's a bit of a hiccup. Fainga'anuku is currently ineligible for the All Blacks due to New Zealand rugby's requirements. He needs to reach a threshold of 70 tests or a significant period of service in Super Rugby before he can don the iconic black jersey again. So, while he dazzles in the NPC, he must wait and see if his performances will earn him a spot for the November tests. What do you think? Is he worth the wait? Go All Blacks. Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Tasman's victory was also a much-needed bounce back after a loss to Bay of Plenty, marking their season's progress. Fainga'anuku's 2 tries certainly helped, but the team's overall performance shows promise as they look to build momentum in the competition. As we look ahead to the Rugby Championship, the wing positions for the All Blacks are up for grabs. With a few uncertainties in the lineup, Leicester will be keenly watching how things unfold. Will he be able to secure a spot in the future? The competition is fierce, and he's giving it his all to stay in the conversation. All fans of the All Blacks, what do you think about Leicester Fainga'anuku's return and his performance? What do you think he stands in the race for a black jersey? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know where you're from. For me, I'm all in for the All Blacks from Wellington. Go All Blacks! The All Blacks are facing a tough situation as scrum half Cam Roigard will be sidelined for the initial rounds of the Rugby Championship due to a calf injury. This is a significant blow for the team, especially considering how crucial every match will be as they look to assert their dominance in the tournament. Roigard's absence opens up discussions about who will step into that pivotal role. It's a chance for someone else to shine, but fans must be wondering how this will affect the team's strategy going forward. Injuries are piling up, and Roigard is not the only casualty. Noah Hotham is also out, meaning the All Blacks will have to navigate through this early phase of the competition without 2 scrum halves who could have made a difference. It's tough to see such talent on the bench, but this could lead to new opportunities for players looking to prove themselves. Who do you think should fill the gap? Go All Blacks in the comments. The forwards are also feeling the strain, with several key players nursing injuries. The news about a knee injury keeping a superb back row player out of action is disheartening. He would have been a valuable asset in the upcoming matches, and it's frustrating to see injuries rob us of such talent. This is a critical time for the All Blacks, and injuries can derail even the strongest teams. While it's easy to focus on the negatives, this situation could also be a blessing in disguise. It gives emerging stars the chance to step up and showcase their skills on a grand stage. The idea of a last man standing mentality could foster a more resilient squad. Can these younger players rise to the occasion and fill the shoes of their injured teammates? It's moments like these that could define the character of the All Blacks. As we gear up for the Rugby Championship, let's rally behind our team. The depth of talent in New Zealand rugby is immense, and it's time for the next generation to take the spotlight. How are you feeling about the upcoming matches? Are you optimistic about the All Blacks' chances even with these injuries? Share your thoughts and your city in the comments below. Go All Blacks!